Welcome to room 416, the coolest classroom on the entire internet. This is where ordinary school days turn into extraordinary adventures, from uncovering the hidden treasures in the back of the supply closet to solving the case of the missing class pet. These fourth graders are always up to something. So grab a snack and find a seat. You won't be the new kid for long.
Karr, come on, son. It's time to get up. It's your big day. 5 more minutes, Dad, please. Karr groaned, burying his face deeper into the pillow. Nope, you gotta get up now. We have to meet Tia and her mom for breakfast before the competition, and I want you to go for a walk around the hotel to clear your head. Get some mindfulness breathing in before we head to the convention center. So get up now. Come on, we can't be late, his dad said. Oh, fine, Karr replied, rolling out of his hotel bed groggy, but excited. Karr looked outside his window, and the sun was nowhere to be found. It was cloudy and gloomy and gray, and it made it even harder for Karr to want to get up for the day. He dragged his feet to the bathroom, did his thing, and got dressed for the day. Now, why were Karr and his dad staying in a hotel? Well, Karr and his dad were actually out of the country, in Toronto, Canada, for a very exciting reason. Karr was a finalist in the Black Scholars of Science exhibition experience. He made it through multiple rounds of local and regional competitions to reach the final international level, and he was thrilled beyond the moon. Tia, just as thrilled, was waiting in the lobby with her mom for Karr and his dad to come down. "Over here, Karr!" she yelled as her voice echoed in the lobby at 10:30 a.m. "Tia, shh! We can't be loud. We're not from here. We gotta act like we got some home training," Karr said. "Yo, don't kill my vibe. I'm just so happy to be here," Tia blurted out while grabbing a handful of Halloween candy from the front desk. "Yo, also, did you look outside? It's much cleaner here in Canada than it is back home," she said. "Yeah, I noticed. They actually put the trash in the trash cans that are on the corners. I wish the weather was a little better, though," Karr said. After breakfast, the family headed over to the convention center. Karr and Tia walked side by side with their heads held high and backpacks full of supplies for their award-winning projects. They were ready to show off and take home the prize. The air was cool, and the dead leaves rustled on the ground. It was eerily quiet outside as Tia, Karr, and their parents walked over to the convention center. Suddenly, a big black bird flew over their heads. "Ah!" They both screamed, and the black bird left an unpleasant surprise on Karr's shoulder. "Ew! The bird pooped on me! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!" Karr screamed. "Oh, hold still! This is why we can't have nice things," Tia said, trying to scrub the bird poop off of Karr's sweater. "Ugh, thanks, Tia. Ugh. I've never had a bird poop on me, and this is my favorite and lucky sweater," Karr told her. "Don't worry, I got it off, and I don't think our parents back there saw it happen. They're just chit-chatting about who knows what," she laughed. The families made it to the convention center. They walked into the big hall, and the air buzzed with excitement as the finalists were setting up their displays. Karr and Tia found their spots and began arranging their projects. Karr's project was a solar-powered water filtration system, while Tia's focused on eco-friendly beauty products with a special twist for the spooky holiday. While setting up, they overheard the event staff say that the building was haunted and that no one should go to the bathroom alone. One of them even added that the entire city got pretty creepy during the month of October. Karr and Tia looked at each other kind of concerned, but they shrugged their shoulders and kept on setting up their tables. It was 11 a.m., and in walked the judges, circling the room and visiting each table one by one. They had their iPads out ready to ask the contestants questions and judge their projects accordingly. "Good morning," Karr greeted them with a confident smile. "This is my solar-powered water filtration system." One of the judges, a tall woman with glasses perched on her nose, leaned in to examine the model. Impressive setup, Karr. How does it work?" Karr pointed to various parts of his project. The solar panel provides energy to the pump, which draws water through a series of filters. It's designed to provide clean water in different areas using renewable energy, Karr said. The woman nodded in appreciation and gave Karr a thumbs up before moving on. Ooh, Karr squealed with happiness and stood back waiting for the next judge to come by. Meanwhile, Tia was standing with her display, trying to smile through her nerves as she saw one of the judges approaching her table. She was still a little spooked about the haunted conversation, but she put on a smile and tried to forget about it. Hi, my name's Tia, and my project is about eco-friendly beauty products made from natural ingredients. The judge looked at her display, which was full of homemade lotions and soaps. The tall woman picked up a soap and smelled it. This is an interesting idea, Tia. What are some of the natural ingredients that you use for these? The judge asked. Well, my main 3 ingredients are aloe vera because it's great for hydration, honey because it has antibacterial properties, and essential oils so that everything can smell really nice, Tia told her. Exquisite, the judge said. And just in time for Halloween, here is a sample of my new goblin goop. It's a special type of edge control I made with eco-friendly purple glitter specks to help add a little extra to your Halloween costume, she said, giving her a sample. Fascinating. Thank you for sharing, Tia, the judge said. Thanks for stopping by, Tia responded and took a big exhale. As the judges made their rounds, Karr and Tia continued to present their work with confidence and passion. After an hour had passed, and despite their best efforts, neither Karr nor Tia heard their name called during the winner announcements. Karr felt a wave of disappointment. Man, I can't believe it, he muttered, kicking his book bag. All that work and for nothing. Don't be like that, Karr. We did our best. Remember, it's not about winning or losing. We had fun, didn't we? And look, we made it this far. Besides, we're in Toronto. Let's make the most of it, Tia said. They started to pack up their things to make room for those who were continuing on to the next round. Just then, 2 kids approached them. Hey, we're Tanveer and Natalia, one of them said with a wave. Looks like we all had the same luck today, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I'm Tia, and this is Karr, Tia replied. What was your project about? She continued. Well, I designed a line of non-toxic surface cleaners, Tanveer said. It was fun to work on. I really don't like mess. And I made invisible ink with a spy decoder, added Natalia. Those sound so cool, Karr said, impressed. Yeah, I'm really proud of it, and the judges loved it. It's such a bummer I didn't move on to the next round, Natalia said. The 4 of them chatted, sharing stories about their projects and their homes. Despite the initial disappointment, they found comfort while listening to each other. Suddenly, another contestant stormed by, crying hysterically. Their entire project had disappeared. It vanished. Poof, gone. How does a science project just disappear in a room full of people? Tia asked. Welcome to Toronto, where every October, things get really suspicious, said Tanveer. Here in Toronto, we have this thing called OVO. It means October's very own, but some people think that OVO stands for October's very odd, added Natalia. You just gotta, mind your business and be careful. There was an awkward pause between the friends. Well, would you guys want to hang out since we got the boot? Natalia asked Karr and Tia. Sure. What's there to do around here? Karr asked. I thought I was going to be presenting all day, but I guess not. So we should have some fun, Tia added. Well, I know there's an arcade across the street, Tanveer suggested. It's full of old school games from the 90s. Want to check it out? Karr and Tia exchanged excited glances. Sure, we need to go ask our parents first, Tia said. And then Karr and Tia ran over to where their parents were sitting and introduced their new friends. After getting permission and agreeing to be back in the convention center for dinner, the group headed to the arcade. Neon lights and retro games filled the space, and the sound of the arcade music and laughter surrounded them. They took turns playing games like Pac-Man, Street Fighter, and pinball. It was a perfect way to unwind and forget about the science fair. As they were about to leave, a tall kid in a cool jacket approached them. He didn't look that much older than they were, but he was definitely a teenager, maybe like 15 or 16 years old. He walked with style, but had an air of mystery, and his eyes gleamed with mischief. But he looked super cool. "What up, little homies?" he said with a sly smile on his lips. "My name's Hezzy. Y'all wanna see something cool?" Hezzy opened his jacket and had a bunch of pocket-sized egg-shaped devices hanging from little hooks. "These are digipets, also known as Tamagotchis, but I call them digipets," he explained. "But they're not your ordinary digipets. These little guys are really special. You want to try?" he asked. Intrigued, the kids accepted one of the digipets, and they were so eager to see what it could do. "Thanks," Tanveer said. Put that back. Where we're from, we do not talk to strangers." "No thank you, sir," Tia said, knocking the digipet toy out of his hand. "Tia, it's fine. We're not home, and it seems like everyone is super nice here. Loosen up a bit. Let's have some fun like you said. It's just a tiny video game, I think," Karr said to her. Tia crossed her arms and rolled her eyes as she watched Karr and her new friend's fascination grow over this peculiar device. "Let's see what it can do," Natalia suggested, and she started pressing the buttons. The others followed, watching the screen flicker to life. Hezzy handed Tia a tiny instruction booklet. "Stick to the instructions and you'll be amazed. Ignore them, and you might find yourself in an adventure you didn't expect," Hezzy said. Then he disappeared into the crowd. Tia tossed aside the instruction booklet. She had no interest in playing with this new toy from this strange guy. The other three kids spent a few minutes playing with the digipet, mesmerized by the graphics. But soon, strange symbols began flashing on the screen. "What's happening?" Karr asked, confused. "It looks like a random message," Tanveer said. "Press that button, Karr, and see what happens." Karr pressed the button, and a bright burst of light surrounded him for about 10 seconds. And when it faded, he was gone. "Karr?" Tia called out. "Karr, where'd you go?" Tia said as her panic started to rise. They stared at the digipet, horrified. On the screen, there was a tiny animated version of Karr trapped inside and bouncing around. "He's in the digipet!" Natalia exclaimed. "What do you mean? Karr, can you hear us, Karr?" Tia yelped in fear. "Oh no, this can't be good," Tanveer said. "We gotta get him out! We gotta get him out of there! What did y'all do?" Tia questioned, looking at her new friends. Tanveer and Natalia just stood there, confused as well. "Didn't that guy give us instructions? I've never had a digipet before, so I don't even know how this works," Natalia said to them. "I threw it in the trash over here," Tia said, running back to the garbage can. Tia frantically searched for the discarded instructions. She found them, but the paper was covered in garbage mess, and she couldn't read any of the words. Tia's hand started to tremble. "What do we do now?" Natalia and Tanveer exchanged a look. "I think we might know someone who can help," Natalia said. "Yeah, there's a shop nearby that deals with strange tech gadgets. It's called Gizmo's Emporium. It's in Kensington Market. They might know what to do," Tanveer added. So Tia, Tanveer, Natalia, and digipet Karr left the arcade and headed towards Gizmo's Emporium. The mysterious teenager from the arcade lingered in the shadows, watching them as the crew desperately tried to figure out what to do next. Yo, Kaz, what just happened? You're from Canada, so help us out.
Like the kid said, I mean, things get really weird here in October.
Clearly. Well, I have a lot of questions for the listeners.
Same. Melly, you said that Karr went on a mindfulness walk before the competition. Hey, listeners and Stoop Kid crew members, do you know what mindfulness is?
Ooh, I can tell them. Mindfulness is a way to practice paying attention to your thoughts and your emotions. Speaking of emotions, Tia, Tanveer, Karr, and Natalia all felt different levels of disappointment after the science exhibition. How do you make yourself feel better when you're feeling disappointed or sad?
I know what I'm not going to do.
What's that?
I'm not going to talk to a stranger. I wonder what made them trust that creepy teenager Hezzy. Hey, listeners, what do you think about that? And who are some people that you know you can trust?
Ooh, that's a great question, Cass. I think we need to bring everybody back for the next episode to hear what comes next because I really hope Karr doesn't stay stuck forever.
Me either. We've got a big adventure ahead of us.
We do. All right, y'all. Part 2 coming soon. Thanks for listening. Till next time. Bye.
Goodbye.